Welcome to the NASCAR IRWIN Tools Cup Series Season 3 finale, as this is the final race of the season, and we have 35 of NASCAR's best drivers, and they are here to take on 15 laps here at the mile-and-a-half Speedway. This track was newly repaved, and in the spring we saw the bottom groove become the main groove here in Texas. We might see some old school short track racing, but that is not the most important part about today's race. We have 4 drivers competing for the Season 3 championship. Kyle Busch won the championship in Season 1, and Brad Keselowski won the championship in Season 2, as we have 4 drivers who are ready to add to the legacy and want to become the next IRWIN Tools Cup Series champion. So we have Truex Jr. He won at Sonoma. He's dominated the halfway bonus. Can he win the championship? Kyle Larson, 2 wins on the season. He has been the breakout star this season. Can he get it done? Austin Dillon with the upset at Kansas Speedway. Can the Cinderella story happen at Texas? And Jimmie Johnson, he's gotten hot in the chase, winning 2 races. Can he win a 3rd? So now it's time for your Mountain Dew Do-the-Do starting lineup for the O'Reilly Auto Parts 500. On the pole, we have Ryan Blaney and Kevin Harvick, some Ford power, as even though they don't have one in the championship 4, they will be a force. Joey Logano and Brad Keselowski, 2 Penske drivers, and they're looking to get a win today. Keselowski, your Season 2 champ. Truex Jr., he is one of the 4, the highest of the 4, and Kyle Busch, who is your Season 1 champ. Jamie McMurray and Ryan Newman, 2 consistently good drivers. We're going to see what they can do. We have Kyle Larson, as he is hoping to win the championship, and Matt Kenseth in the 20 car. And we have Roush Fenway teammates Ricky Stous and Trevor Bayne. Pretty good efforts for the 2 of them this season. We have Austin Dillon and Danica Patrick. The 2 of them have had a feud. Austin Dillon hopes that's not, as he's running for a championship. Michael McDowell and Ty Dillon, both these drivers capitalized on some drivers missing qualifying, as only a couple guys got to qualify. That's the same with Landon Castle and AJ Allmendinger, as they really capitalized as well. And here we have Jimmie Johnson, Denny Hamlin. This is the start of the guys that missed qualifying. Jimmie Johnson, he is starting 19th, as he's got a ways to go. Chase Elliott and Clint Boyer, they both made the chase for the first time, and we're going to see if they can build some momentum for Season 4. Kurt Busch and Daniel Suarez. Kurt Busch, for the 3rd season in a row, gets eliminated in the round of 8, hoping to do some. Eric Jones and Casey Kane. Eric Jones has been quietly getting better, and Casey Kane hoping to do well at Hendrick in his remaining races. Paul Menard and Dale Jr. Dale Jr. won at Daytona, but it's been a season to forget for him. Chris Buescher and David Reagan, the 2 of them have been a quiet threat. We're going to see if they can sneak in there. Eric Almirola and Matt DiBenedetto, as Eric Almirola has had a rough season, got in a crash in Kentucky, and now he's out of a job. And then we have Corey LaJoie, Ryan Sieg, only one more week of this. And then we have J.J. Yaley, as Tommy Bowen Racing will shut down after this race. So now it's time for your Cars 3 honorary starter. Cars 3 comes out on digital October 24th, and DVD November 7th. So your honorary starters, Angel Oliveira and Lightning McQueen, is going to lead us to green, as the green flag is in the air. Lap 1 out of 15. Who will win the Season 3 championship? Green flag is in the air. Ryan Blaney gets a great restart. You see Harvick not do good. They're fighting for the inside line. Kevin Harvick is going to lose a ton of spots. Ryan Blaney takes the lead, and Truex is in 3rd. And you can see Kyle Larson's working his way up. Look at Harvick. I don't think he's outside of the top 10. Lap 2 out of 15. Ryan Blaney continues to lead, and Kyle Larson now up to 4th. And they take advantage of Kyle Busch, who falls back. Ryan Blaney and Logano, the 2 Penske drivers, or Penske-affiliated drivers, are leading this field. And then we have Truex and Kyle Larson. Up there at 15, see Jimmie Johnson's making his way through. He's passed Danica Patrick, Landon Castle, and now he's working on Michael McDowell. He's trying to make some steady progress through this field. Truex Jr. now is trying to close in. He bumps Logano, and Logano's going to lose a ton of ground. Truex Jr. to 2nd. He is in position to win another halfway bonus. Lap 4 to 15, Austin Dillon and Kyle Busch are behind him. If those 2 have had a history, especially in this last round, after Kyle Busch didn't make it. He might have some anger, but he lets him go. You see Martin Truex Jr. trying to track down Ryan Blaney. Look at Dale Jr., 3 wide, Suarez following him, and we got some tough racing there in the back. As driver, there's a lot of comers and goers because of the qualifying issues. At 5 out of 15, and you can see there, Austin Dillon now working on Kevin Harvick as he is moving through, and there's Jimmie Johnson. He has moved up a lot of spots already. Oh no! J.J. Yaley crashes in Tommy Baldwin's final race, and the caution is out. And man, that sucks for him. Look at that. He just got turned by a BK racing car. Are we really surprised at this point? So J.J. Yaley, once again, I mean, I guess it wasn't his fault. I mean, BK Racing took him out. So that's the end of the 7 car. They had a good run, but all reigns have to come to an end. So now we're going to restart lap 7 out of 15. We're going to see if Truex has anything on that outside and whether Larson can capitalize. Green flag back in the air. Ryan Blaney, and looks like it's more steady now, but Kyle Larson gives him a push. Ryan Blaney, McMurray gets loose. Jamie McMurray got loose, and Austin Dillon is up to 4th. He's up there with the leaders. Truex now in the 3rd. Jimmie Johnson is somewhere in the top 10. Ryan Blaney is going to win the halfway bonus. Man, he has a rocket today. Can Ryan Blaney play upset? And you can see Kyle Larson, Martin Truex, Austin Dillon, 2, 3, 4. Jimmie Johnson is in 6th place, and he's going to try to work on Kyle Busch there. And you can see Martin Truex Jr., Kyle Larson, they're running single file here. They have plenty of race left to try to make a move. Lap 9 out of 15, Kyle Larson. Okay, so my Ryan Blaney has led every single lap. Could this be his day? Jimmie Johnson now. So we have 2, 3, 4, 5 are championship contenders. This is going to be a dogfight to the end. You can see Larson, Truex, Austin Dillon, and Jimmie Johnson. As you can see, we're in single file. Oh no! Trouble for Landon Castle, hard into the wall. Caution is out, and tough luck for Landon Castle. He looks like he got turned by David Reagan and hard into the wall the 2nd time today, as you got to fight for the inside line, and it has not worked for him. So look at this. David Reagan looks like got into him. He hits the wall hard, and tough luck for Landon Castle, as, I mean, his ride might not be secure for future. So he's got to start doing something, and both of them, J.J. Yaley, Landon Castle, behind the wall. So now we're going to restart lap 12 out of 15. We have 4 laps to decide the championship. Green flag back in the air. Ryan Blaney surprisingly takes the outside. Blaney's going to try to get the side jump, and Blaney into the wall. Kyle Larson clips him. Oh no! Ryan Blaney hard into the wall, dominating this race, picks the outside line, and Ryan Blaney's day is done. He had a dominant effort. I guess he thought the outside could work. He tried something different, and it did not work. Let's watch this. So Larson gets a good restart. Blaney tries the kind of side draft, and he hard into the wall. You can see, I mean, just tough luck. The big beneficiary, Martin Truex Jr., takes the lead after that. So this is played into his favor. Ryan Blaney, man, that just sucks. He had his career race, and he's going to go behind the wall. Hopefully better luck for them and the Wood brothers. So now we're going to restart 14 out of 15. We have a green-white checker for the championship, and you can see Truex is first, Larson second, Jimmie Johnson third, Austin Dillon fourth. This is going to be a dogfight. Green flag back in the air. Martin Truex Jr. gets a good restart, but can Kyle Larson? He gets the side draft. Truex gets loose. Martin Truex Jr. looks like he's out of the picture. Jimmie Johnson up to second. Kyle Larson and Jimmie Johnson are first and second. Kyle Busch in third. Could he play an upset? Kyle Larson and Jimmie Johnson now. 1 lap to go in the season. Can Kyle Larson win the championship? Jimmie Johnson's going to have to get a good run. He's all the way on that white line. Jimmie Johnson's gaining run down the backstretch. Here he comes, Johnson. Larson tries to block. They beat, bang. Jimmie Johnson, can he clear him? Yes, he does. Coming out of turn 4. Never count out the 48. Jimmie Johnson is your Season 3 champion. What a run for the 48 team. Everyone doubted him before the chase starts, and Jimmie Johnson is your Season 3 champion. What a finish between Kyle Larson and Jimmie Johnson, the veteran versus the up-and-comer. Let's see this restart again. Truex Larson gets a great side draft. Johnson also capitalizes, and Truex was out of the picture. Jimmie Johnson, though, capitalizes on Kyle Larson, and Larson couldn't get another run, and Jimmie Johnson cleared him, and the 48 wins the championship. And so Jimmie Johnson adds an Irwin Tools Cup Series championship to his resume of accomplishments. He's going to burn it down at Texas Motor Speedway. And what a dominant run. The 48 proved, never count them out. And Jimmie Johnson wins the championship. So congrats to number 48 of Brendan G. 1824. You are the Season 3 champion. So now here are your race results. Jimmie Johnson wins the championship. Kyle Larson, heartbreaking second, but I doubt this will be his last chance. Austin Dillon in 7th, Truex in 9th. So Austin Dillon finished ahead of Truex in points. And you can see Dale Jr. with a 5th place finish. Good for him. You see Chase Elliott as well. They both started in the back. They moved up quick. You see a lot of other drivers. Suarez 15th, Derek Jones. The rookie class kind of struggled this year, but we can get better. And here on this last page, man, really just disappointing days for some of these guys. Casey Kane, the other Hendrick cars easily went right through the field. Casey Kane couldn't get up there. Clint Boyer 24, he kind of struggled. And you can see Ryan Blaney crushing for him. He led the most laps today, and he couldn't get it done, but that's encouraging. They had speed today. So here are your Season 3 final points, or the final standings. Jimmie Johnson was the championship. Kyle Larson 2nd. Austin Dillon in 3rd. Martin Truex Jr. 4th. Kyle Busch gets a top 5 in the points. You can see then Kevin Harvick, Joey Logano, Matt Kenseth, Brad Keselowski, and Chase Elliott round out your top 10. Hamlin in 13th. That's kind of disappointing. Dale Jr. 15th. Ryan Blaney 17th. He's the best of the non-chasers. And you can see Roush Fenway getting a little bit better, 18th, 19th. And then we have Eric Jones in 21st. I guess that means he wins Rookie of the Year for this season. Suarez in 23rd. Ty Dillon in 24th. It was a really tight rookie battle. None of them really stood out this season, but they got their whole career ahead of them to do something. And then we have Danica Patrick. You can see Eric Almirola. And even the guys that, didn't run the whole season, they are still represented on this. So Jimmie Johnson is your Season 3 champion. Is what a fight to the end for the 48 team, and such a historic run. So once again, congrats to Brandon G. 1824 and the entire 48 crew of Jimmie Johnson, Chad Knaus, Rick Hendrick, and all the sponsors, Lowe's and Chevrolet, for sponsoring the winning team. And look at that, another season in the books. And just want to thank all you guys for your support of Season 3. I'd say the views are getting better, the series is getting more popular, and hopefully the momentum can carry. So Season 4 will be starting in the near future. It'll probably be one of the shorter seasons, but it'll still have the excitement of the Irwin Tools Cup Series. So once again, thank you to all who signed up. Thank you for all the honorary starters. And once again, congratulations to Jimmie Johnson.